The opposition United Progressive Party in Antigua and Barbuda stages protest in front of Parliament. And in sport, the Windies Test captain says more cohesion can turn the Caribbean side's fortunes around. I'm Nicole Best, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for Friday, January 20. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
You know, when you get to the age of 14, it's kind of your time to make a beach patrol, and that's usually what everyone did around here who grew up on the beach and just were locals.
You would get familiar with all those guys at that particular beach, the lifeguards there. And, you know, every day you go up to them, you talk to them, and yeah, they were like role models.
I think it was kind of a natural progression that as soon as I turned 16, that the captain of the patrol was like, when are you going to start lifeguarding?
Antigua and Barbuda's opposition leader Baldwin Spencer and Member of Parliament Wilmoth Daniel led a protest outside the gate of Parliament this morning as the 2017 estimates of revenue and expenditure were being presented. At least 50 opposition supporters joined the legislators as they picketed to express their dissatisfaction with the government's handling of the economy. But one opposition member, All Saints East and St. Luke Representative Joanne Masai, defied the boycott plans of the United Progressive Party by attending the budget presentation. Masai, who received a standing ovation upon entering the Parliament this morning, has been at odds with the party after a failed bid for the UPP leadership. Meanwhile, Speaker of the House of Representatives Sir Gerald Watt chided the opposition members for their boycott, calling it an attack on the Parliament. And he says MPs should only be absent from parliamentary sittings for the purpose of official public business. Another state-owned company in Trinidad and Tobago is in the crosshairs of the trade union following news that more than 200 workers are to be sent home. Less than 2 weeks after the oil field workers trade union, the OWTU, called off a planned 90-day strike at the Twin Island Republic's oil company Petrotrin, it is warning that it will not accept the announced layoffs at the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission.
Not a man or woman must go.
OWTU says plans by TNTech to send home 208 employees will be met with strong resistance.
When we did the math, sending home those temporary workers, many of whom have exceeded the limit by which they shall be made permanent, right, would have only cost the Commission 0.3% of their revenue.
Vice President of the OWTU, Peter Briggs, says there are other cost-cutting measures that can and should be taken by the state-owned company.
The Commission has allowed to develop a practice of middlemen, which of course will drive up the prices of the materials and equipment that they have to purchase. We are saying abandoning this practice and reverting to what used to happen before would save millions of dollars every month.
He says government is allowing TNTech to pay for power it cannot use.
The TGU plant, right, there's an onerous power purchase agreement which makes TNTech pay for power it does not need and cannot use, because the PGU plant was designed mainly to power the aluminium smelter.
Berg says the OWTU will take whatever action is necessary to ensure that workers are not victimized.
And that report was from Janelle Bernard of CNC3. Haiti's President-elect Jovenel Moïse has invited former coup leader and Army General Henry Namphy to his inauguration next month. Namphy had replaced former President Jacques-Claude Duvalier in February 1986 as head of the National Council. He handed over power to Leslie Manigat in 1988, but staged a coup in June that year. Namphy himself was a victim of a coup 3 months later and has since been living in the neighboring Dominican Republic. He has never returned to Haiti. Moïse ended a 3-day visit to the country on Wednesday, and he told reporters he met with Namphy as well as businessman Mark Anthony and invited them to his February 7 inauguration. Anthony Accra is wanted by police on drug-related matters. Moïse defended his meeting with Accra, saying he did not meet with him in a prison and he is the president of all Haitians. Barbados' Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite is calling for more debate on the decriminalization of marijuana. There have been increased calls for the government to consider the move, with proponents hailing the medical benefits. Neighboring Jamaica has already amended its laws to allow for research and possession of small amounts of the herb. But addressing a consultation on national drugs plan this week, Brathwaite warned that Barbados should not jump on any bandwagon.
As a country, and as minister responsible for the NCAC, our race is not to respond to the most emotive to the dollars of noises. Our race is a responsibility to ensure that whatever decision that we take, we down for the benefit of the majority of the citizens of this country. So if there's a role for medicinal marijuana, then let us examine it. And Mr. Crawford and his team and the Ministry of Health, etc., will make that determination. But we cannot and should not jump, and that's my point continuously, on any bandwagon.
Stay with us. Your midday sport is next.
The Jonkonu's fife, the rhythm of the drum, the strum of the pan, the lilt of the voice from island to mainland. All pigments and tones, old and young, his and hers, all we are one. You, we, me. This is UE TV.
West Indies Test captain Jason Holder says one of his main goals is to transform the Caribbean side into a tightly knit unit, as he believes this will be the catalyst for a turnaround in the team's fortunes. The Caribbean side has endured a torrid time in Test and one-day international cricket over the last decade. It is 8th in the Test rankings and 9th in ODI. Holden says with West Indies bringing together players from several nations, the challenge was always to get them playing as a collective. The 25-year-old Holder has led West Indies in 12 of his 20 tests and 28 of his 49 ODIs, but has overseen a tough period for the Caribbean side, which has struggled to find extensive success. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Do have yourselves a good afternoon.